Hey,
What's up,
everybody?
What is up, our people? Not my people.
Family. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cam.
It's your girl Danielle Nicole.
And this is episode number 2
Dos.
of He Say, She Say. And man, episode 1 was fun. And you already know your boy. Team He brought it home. We smashed that one out the park. I appreciate all the family out there who voted Team He.
All his friends on Facebook.
No, because then
ain't nobody else comment.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Because even people on YouTube voted for Team He. So don't even try that. Number 2, if that's the case, don't you think you should promote a little bit harder?
Oh, so you ain't gonna promote for me?
I will promote for you, but I'm just saying I was just promoting, inviting people to look at it. That's all I did. I didn't say, hey, vote for me.
You know, it is cool.
Anyways,
let's just
go ahead and do the L face. Hit it.
You lose.
L face.
All right, now that that's done, let's get on to this week's topic.
Oh yeah,
which is
good one. This is a good one. What are we talking about this week? Tell the people.
Why do people cheat? Men and women.
Oh, I like this topic.
I
like this
know
topic.
This is gonna get some people in trouble.
Hey, here's the thing, and this is what I say, is that both sides, men and women, not just men cheat, women cheat too. It's very less likely, and number 2, women are way better at cheating than men are. Just to put that out there. But the only reason why people cheat is for one reason. Their needs are not being met. Simple as that. Needs are not being met.
Sometimes. I don't think that's the case all the time, because a lot of the times just either they don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Okay, number 1. Or number 2, they may not be getting everything they need. Or number 3, they just don't love that person enough. Because they could be getting everything that they need, but they just feel they just have to cheat, or they just want to cheat, and they give 2 fucks.
See, and this is what I would say on that, is that all of that falls in within a person's needs. So no matter how you look at it, that person's needs is not being met. So for example, like you said, what was your first reason why? Your first reason?
They just don't care.
They just don't care. They just don't care. So say like a person's like a sex addict, right? Like what's that movie?
Addicted.
Addicted. Who writes those books?
I hate this person, Zane. Whoever
Zane, yeah.
He, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, whoever that person is, they be writing those novels. Yeah. So like for instance, her need was to get her some D all the time, and her husband didn't want to give her the D all the time. So then she started.
That's not true. Her husband did give her the D.
Yeah, but in it what?
But
no. Okay, go ahead.
No, her husband gave her the D, but she was just addicted to sex, and she gave 2 fucks. So then you have to ask, okay, so why did that person get married in the first place? Or why did they get into a relationship when they know that they can't fulfill that person in that way if they have an addiction or whatever?
I think it's because people don't think like you do. You have very high morals, and I've noticed that being married to you. But I think, like, for instance, in her example, she really loved him, but the fact is that she wasn't getting what she needed. So, an example, in that movie, right, after they had sex, he's like, oh, yeah, that was good. Woo! Right? He's all relaxed and done. And she's ready to go again. He's like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm done for the night. Like, we've had at it, like, a lot of times. She's like, no, just one more time. No, I'm good.
Yeah. That's
her need. She needed it one more time. He couldn't give it to her. So, sure enough, she starts going out to the little club. And then she knows she's eyeing her man or whatever, and she's getting her need met. So at the end of the day, her needs wasn't being met. If he was giving it to her 6-7 times a day, whatever it took for her, which I mean, golly, but if he was, then she wouldn't be thinking about it. And secondly, like you said, it's true. She just doesn't. It's not that she doesn't give a fuck. It's the fact that she's sick and she wasn't asking for help. So at the end of the movie, she goes for help, and he's there to support her. Which is cool, because you realize that she's just sick and it wasn't like intentional. Like there's some people out there that cheat intentionally. So yeah.
Okay, but let's bring up like my favorite person in the world, Beyonce and Jay-Z. So, I mean, we all know Beyonce's fabulous. So
Yep.
come on. We all know that she's amazing, she's beautiful, she's talented. She probably gave him everything that he needed. Okay. But he was just raised a certain way to where cheating is okay. So, right, if you're like in the ghetto or if you're raised around like, I don't know, that environment, it's just like cheating is okay, especially in the black community. What do you mean?
I don't believe that. I'm gonna let you continue.
He even said that in an interview. What are you talking about?
I mean, like I get that, but I'm just saying that like, I'm not agreeing with that's why he cheated because he. I mean, that's probably part of it, but that's not like he was getting ready to cheat and he was like, yeah, this is normal. You know what I mean? Because if it felt like this was normal, then he wouldn't felt the way he felt afterwards. That's all I'm saying.
The only reason he felt that way is because she was about to leave his ass.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh shit. And we don't even know if it's going to be okay afterwards, right? We just know right now. So we don't even know the future, but
here's, because at the same time, no matter, we don't know the details of that event, but at the same time, just because she's Beyonce doesn't mean that she was fulfilling his needs.
Saying.
Like I know, I'm Beehive, chill out. I love Beyonce too. Ain't nobody coming after my DMs from the Beehive. I love Beyonce too, but at the same time, I can guarantee it that there was a need that wasn't being met. So like in his song, he references to the fact that it was a menage a trois.
You did what with who? What good is a menage a trois when you have a soulmate? You risk that for blue?
Going after, I forgot how the line goes. We'll play it right here a little bit, but I forgot how the line goes. But he was saying like a menage a trois was more than Blue Ivy. Like he was seeing that, and he can't believe that he would allow himself to do that. So like if a menage a trois was his need, and she wasn't willing to do that, then that's what I know it's bad. I know it's bad.
okay, that's saying.
I know that's bad. I'm not saying that's okay.
Even though I got married to you and I wasn't expecting you to do a certain thing, now I want you to do a certain thing. We're talking about, I mean, changing sex for someone else. Like, that's a big ass.
No.
Menage a trois, I mean, you're pretty much bisexual at this point.
No, I agree. I agree with that. But I'm just saying if that was a need of his that he felt like itch that he had to scratch, that's what started it off. So I'm not saying that, but at the same time, I guarantee that's where it's from. And like I said, just because Beyonce is Beyonce doesn't mean that she was, letting him have it on the regular or, rubbing his back when he wanted to, whatever the need is.
Well, I mean, so they're a celebrity couple too, so you have to factor in like she tours, he tours. I think when you're in that world, like there's no way you can be married and be like happy. Yeah. I mean, you might be happy, but I'm just saying, like, you're away from a person months at a time, usually.
Here's what I'll say to that, though.
What?
When celebrities, they have money, so it isn't nothing for them to have a private flight. So say I'm in New York, you're in California. Mm-hmm. There's nothing. It ain't nothing for me to book a private flight through JetSmart or through my own private jet, fly over and see you for a couple hours, and then fly right back to be back in town for my meetings on the next day or whatever that event is. So I don't think that's an excuse when it comes to in the celebrity world. But however, kind of changing the subject a little bit on why people cheat, that I believe is two different reasons. For like men, it's a physical reason. Like if I feel like I'm not getting my sexual needs from you, then eventually there's going to be some girls that's going to give me that sexual need, right? So men is physical. For women, I don't believe it's physical. For women, I believe it's mental. So like for example, if you love going to the opera, I hate going to the opera. You're not gonna necessarily cheat on me because I don't like going to the opera. But however, you're at work. John at work loves the opera. You love the opera. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to no opera. So you and John go to opera. So it starts off, y'all are just friends. Everybody's having a good time. Y'all are getting to know each other. It's just friends. Then y'all go out to the opera again. Then before you know it's like, hey, let's catch a dinner before we go to the opera. And then so on and so forth. And then before you know it, boom.
I
there
mean,
comes the cheating.
that may be true, but I think it's the same for a man as well. There is some physical to it, but at the same time, like if your girl isn't, I don't know, into like football or something, and you are really into football, and then like your coworker's like, oh, I love football, da 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 da, da, and then y'all go out to a sports bar together, and then y'all just start getting to know each other,
Yep.
bam, happens.
I agree with that.
Or, I mean, that's a whole nother subject, but there's just girls that be like, oh, snap, he got a wife. Like, let me go get him. Like, just connive and try getting them. So,
Well, I think
that's
I know
a
it's
whole
different
nother
I know
conversation.
it's a different subject. I think the women just attracted to a man that has it together. So, you know, but I do believe there's home breakers out there. But like what you mentioned is that, like the whole football thing, recreation. There's the 5 basic needs of a man, and there's the 5 basic needs for a woman. The number 1 need for a man is obviously sex. So like it is a need. It's not I want sex. It's I need it. Mm-hmm. For a woman, it's affection, and it's the totally 2 different things of affection and sex. Affection is cuddle time, talking to you, showing you attention. It could lead to sex, but it's not sex. And so one of the other 5 needs of a man is recreation. So if I love playing video games, like you got to be on my team and be like, yo, babe, play those video games with me, so on and so forth. Sit on my lap while I'm playing, or lay your head on my lap while I'm playing, and just act interested, or even be on your phone scrolling. Just the fact that you're allowing me to play video games without, you know, try to control me gives me one of my needs. So at the end of the day, I feel like I'm still on the right track. That if a person's needs aren't met, that's what leads them to cheat.
And I think there's more than that, right? So let's say my needs aren't met. I'm not just gonna go straight out and cheat because I love you enough. I'm gonna come to you and tell you, hey, da da da, my needs are being met or whatever, and I'm gonna try to work it out with you.
Yep.
Right? So that's the question of, do you actually love that person enough to give a fuck to try to save whatever's lost or whatever needs that you don't have first, right? Mm-hmm. And then if it's not working, don't just cheat, but right now y'all need to get a divorce because obviously this ain't gonna happen, right?
But again
what?
Again, not everybody has those high morals that you have.
I know, but then you shouldn't be getting married, child. Shouldn't be getting married.
But people are human, right? People are human, so it may not be until afterwards you're like, oh my God, I just messed up. You know what I mean? So like again, you said you wouldn't go out directly, like your needs aren't being met. You wouldn't go out directly and cheat right then and there. But over a long period of time, you can just come to that moment to where it's the slip up and you slipped up and you're like, oh shoot, I just slipped up. And not saying that the couple should still stay together. That's totally up to them. I'll leave that up to them. That's their prerogative. But at the same time, it will eventually happen if your needs not being met. Like if I'm not meeting your needs, like if your need is for me to rub your back every night and I'm not rubbing your back every night, sooner or later Johnny from down the street is gonna be rubbing your back for you. I'm just saying. If I like my head rubbed on and you're not rubbing on my head, either the one up here or down there, I'm telling you, eventually some girl's gonna come around like, oh, she don't rub your head? Oh, she crazy to not rub your head. Man, you're a man, you're special, da da da. Build up our ego, and men are dumb. And then that stupid mistake happens, and then now you just ruined your whole life.
Yeah, because when you cheat too, like, I mean, this is for the cheaters out there. Just understand that just because you're not getting the 20 at home, they'll be trying to think of the 80% is somewhere else because you won't get very disappointed.
That's a good point.
Because this person is going to seem like they're wonderful and they're better than your wife or your husband, then you're going to cheat with them, and then you're going to like be with them, and you're going to be like, oh snap, my wife and my husband was like way better.
That's a
my
good
bad.
Point. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Nah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
But that doesn't.
I know.
That doesn't cross the line.
That was a side note.
Yeah, that was a side note.
That was a side note.
Just
saying,
for you voters
just for
out there.
People out there.
Yeah. Okay, so just so we're clear, I'm saying the number one reason why men or women cheat is because their needs aren't being met. And what you're saying is
there is more to it than that. It's not just facts of needs aren't being met. I think there's different factors that play into it. Which are, what did I say in the beginning? Which is, if the person is, what did I say?
You said the person, I don't remember. We could play the tape back, but it'd be too late.
Anyways, so either needs are being met,
That's mine, though.
they don't love the person enough,
There you
or
go.
they just never gave a fuck to begin with.
Right.
Those 3 factors.
And I don't think that third one is a factor, though.
It's
Because
a factor.
they obviously loved them to marry them.
Not a lot of
And
people.
I'm just talking about marriage here.
A lot of people don't even know about love, though. A lot of people think they love somebody.
Right,
So-
this is true. But see, they thought they loved them. Mm-hmm. And then their needs weren't getting met, so they're like, nah, I don't love this person. Simple as that.
And then they'd stay for the kids.
Yeah, then they say, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, whole nother topic.
That's a
Kids ain't gonna save your marriage, child.
So,
But anyways, so that's his topic. That's his side. This is
Yep.
my side.
Which isn't clear. Just so we're...
Anyways, there's 3 factors, and I said those factors multiple times.
And the number one factor
So-
was what? That you said, the first one you said was what?
I agree with you because I agree with you on like a little bit.
Yep.
You dig? Like a little bit. Okay?
Yep.
So his answer is in my answer, but I got like multiple paragraphs on my essay. He just got 1 paragraph.
That's not true. Because
okay.
it's not 1 paragraph. No. It's 5 on each side.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
5
one
in each.
introduction, body explaining the introduction, and then the conclusion with the same thing that
Don't
he
try
just
to get to the
said
W.
in the beginning.
No,
So see, my
no,
stuff is like a whole
no.
thesis paper. You try, okay? Anyways, we done. This video is like 15 minutes.
It has not been 15 minutes.
Yeah, we've been recording for 17 minutes.
Oh, my Lord.
So we're gonna stop it here.
Yes, we are.
You agree with Team He?
Boom.
Hashtag Team He, by the way.
Yes.
Or hashtag Team She.
Undefeated. Let's go, people. Let's go. Hey,
Let's
again,
get him to take his L picture next time,
No,
okay?
don't
Please,
don't be throwing out
please.
tweets in. Anyways, hey, we appreciate you watching.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we got this topic from someone that commented down below or sent us a DM. So send us your DMs, comment down below on some topics that you debate about on a regular basis, and we'll see if it fits with us. The only way it fits with us is if we have 2 different
Yeah.
oppositions on it.
If
So
we
the-
agree, we're not going to talk about it.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Which we agree with most things.
Yes. So, again, I appreciate you guys watching. It's been a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Until next week, it's your boy Cam, aka Team He.
It's your girl Danielle Nicole, aka Team She. Anyways,
And we are going to call this one a night. We appreciate you guys watching. And
Mm-hmm.
until next time,
bye.
peace.
Peace.